I always tell my students to be good in the sand, all you need are 3 basic skills. A reasonable low point behind the ball where you can predictably hit the same spot as a means of creating predictability out of your sand shots. A club face that's a little bit open to provide a little bit of bounce or resistance to digging. And the final thing you need is just a little bit of speed to get some sand up and onto the green, and the golf ball, of course, is displaced with that sand. So a big challenge a lot of golfers have is the low point being too far behind while not having quite enough speed or pace. If you're struggling with this, I got a great tip and a great strategy I learned from a coach named Mike Bender down in Florida that I think is really going to help you. I'm also going to share with you a little video snippet from a lesson right here at my academy at the Pronghorn Club in Bend, Oregon, showing this principle at work with an actual student. Let's dig in. So go ahead and just draw a line about 1.5 inches or 2 inches behind the golf ball. Put that line right in the middle of your heels with a little wider stance than normal. Put your weight on your lead foot, get those shoulders nice and level, open that club face just a little bit. Now the thing that gets golfers in trouble is they're trying to be too much of a body dominant movement through the ball, trying to really power the sand up onto the green. And you can see how I can get more speed out of my hands and my arms than I could ever get out of just moving my body back and through. And when they do that, very often their arm swing lags behind the movement of their body. And when you're out of sequence, boy, that low point can strike the ground a little bit too early. So this drill is all about trying to create some more balance in the swinging of the arms and the movement of our body, making our body feel like it's a little bit more responsive to the swing versus a driving force behind the swing, while we really try and create a little bit more speed and acceleration with the arm swing. So if the body is driving forward too much and the arms are behind, you can see how that low point would be way back behind the ball. So what we're going to do is create a little bit of an exaggeration here, keeping our weight forward. We're going to make a little half backswing, and then from here what I want you to do is really feel like you're going to accelerate those hands and arms, trying to get them to travel past the center of your body, or what we call your body's midline, where you kind of just keep your body quiet, weight left, and see if you can't just swing all the way to the finish without rotating through. See that? Without rotating through, allow that golf club to rehinge all the way back up over your lead shoulder as if you're creating a full follow through. It'll look something like this. And you can see that low point was right on top of that line. So if you can do that a couple of times, walk up to a ball, focus on the line, and actually try and hit a bunker shot with the exact same pattern of movement. Virtually no body, all hands and arms, trying to get the arms swinging past the midline to a nice full finish. It'll look just like this. That's a real nice strike. So if we can do that, you're going to start finding the low point striking the ground in a more reasonable position. Now from here, as you go into your normal bunker swing, all you have to do as the club swings past the midline is allow your body to pivot in response to that swinging club, and then you'll have the final product. Now do that same thing and let your body follow the club head a little bit into the finish. There you go, good. It's arms first, body follows, nice. Let's set up the ball, soften that right elbow, more speed out of your arm swing. Yeah.
Nice when it works.
That's what we're going for. Those are instructor goosebumps. Man, that's right. That's 100%. Just like that. So the key here is trying to get some balance between the movement of your arms and the participation of your body. Too many golfers are driving their body forward, shifting, turning, trying to power that club through the sand, but leaving the arm swing too far behind. And an early low point that's not reasonable, right? 1 to 2 inches behind the ball is going to be a big problem relative to predictability in here. So we got the low point more dialed in through our setup and understanding that we can never be falling back on these shots. We're always moving forward and up. But then we needed a little bit more speed to give the ball more height and more carry. So if we're rigid in our joints and we're using these big muscles to move, right, we could soften those joints and really create a lot of speed out of our hands and arms. and then let our body feel like it's almost following as opposed to leading. So if you enjoyed this lesson, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, leave those comments below. Until next time, best of luck with your bunker game.